Education through Dialogue School celebrated 25 years in 2013. This is the first private school in St. Petersburg. From the early beginning, the school was focused on an individual approach to every student. Until now, it works effectively in this field. During 25 years of work, a creative, hard-working collective was growing and has developed from private school with non-standard approach to learning. The main pedagogical and common to all mankind principle is a man at its core is good. Exactly this living philosophy moves all that's going on here. Exactly from this point of view, pedagogical innovations are selected for application in schoolwork. In school we apply the method education through dialogue. It is the successful combination of individual lessons with the teacher and collective work. The child communicates with his teacher directly, but at the same time the child is in the group. The student has opportunity of full communication with other students of different ages and an ability to work in a team. The method allows to realize the basic principle of organization: the freedom of choice. The freedom of choice of the speed of learning, the freedom of choice of a teacher, the freedom of choice of the level of studying subject, the freedom of choice of moving through the audience. With every year in the school education for dialogue, the freedom of choice expands. Now a student can choose any of forms of education that's the best for him, optimal for getting quality of education, the best for his or her development and self-realization. There is a class lesson form education, classes, external studies, dialogue, program of international bachelor and distance learning. All forms of education realize project work at school, develop oratorical skills, skills to evaluate the result of the work, getting students interested in their mother tongue and reading books. Much attention is paid for development of general educational skills. We created and applied training complex teaching how to study. It consists of 5 additional programs: alphabet, working with a dictionary, thoughtful and conscious paragraphs reading, oral speech and writing speech. The course is developed by a creative team under the direction of head teacher Andrei Vladimir Ivanovich, and it's applied in every studying subject. This complex is approved in the Department of Continuous Professional Development of Pushkin-Leningrad State University. This course officially could be used in educational institutions which have a desire to work using our methodology. Even the names of programs show emphasized and reverent attitude to the word that is seen at school. There is fully equipped library with a reading hall. The library has more than 10,000 volumes of studying, methodical, popular science and fictions. The library has many different dictionaries. There is a museum of words, where we keep records of students' and teachers' speeches and prints issued by the school. A communicative seminar, Pilots of Mind, helps to develop the skills of reading and understanding reading materials, to love a book. This is one of know-how of the school based on method of reading a paragraph after paragraph in pairs. The texts used at the seminars are difficult for understanding for individual reading. But the main goal of a seminar is to make a man free in communication, free in forming his or her own ideas. Here, students and teachers learn how to listen, hear and understand, speak and be understood. These skills need to be educated and trained constantly. That's why trainings are held on a regular basis throughout the school year. During the lessons, each participant studies his or her own text. and gets the information from his partners about the attacks. It expands the knowledge of each participant. Working in a pair with a teacher, student is on equal terms with him. This is our method that helps to solve a social problem, reduce the possibility of conflict student-teacher. Usually a student is in the role of a student at school, and he depends on a teacher. In our method there is a collaborative process of perception of the first text of one partner and then another. One person helps another. This dialogue leads to the truth without any conflicts. The seminar is valuable because it leads to realize an unspent desire of communication with people who understand you. The seminar gives even more than communication with a friend. There are emotions, enthusiasm of comfort and sympathy. Here you have to communicate as close as a friend about topics of interest and close to you with different people, even those who you would never choose for conversation. You together with him or her read one text, share your thoughts and uncover yourself, hear another opinion, and all of this is necessary to obtain the desired result. Peer work has emotions too, but also you not only give, but get. You get knowledge. In this communication, the meaningful component is more than emotional one, also it's creative. The seminar is held for teachers too. It's obligatory. All the teachers attend it. This is considered as a professional development. Main teachers' features are tolerance, ability to understand an opinion of other people, and other way of thinking. Seminar participants constantly train loyalty to the view of companion, his or her manner of speaking, and his companion as a whole. In these conditions, the pair should reach an agreement about discussed theme. What can train civilized communication better than cooperative reading of a book? So, this school can be called a self-learning organization, and it is again in the spirit of the time. Now, every self-respecting structure obligatory tries to improve the level of knowledge and skills of its staff, and in school education through dialogue it has been practiced for 13 years. For students who live in other cities of Russia or abroad, our school offers distance learning according to Russian state educational program. The main means of communication with students and their parents are Skype and email. The distance learning gives an opportunity to children who live abroad to have the qualified Russian education and Russian certificate. The time flies, moves forward and makes us develop. If you do not want to drown, you need to keep your head above the water to be on the peak of the wave. Now in our country, a healthy lifestyle and youth sports are promoted actively. A lot of money is invested in its development. The school has a sports cruiser yacht Unse and realized program Young Sailor on the base of Yacht Club. This program was developed by a pedagogical collective of the school and successfully applied in the school during 10 years, since 1995 to 2004, and helped to increase educational potential. It was wonderful and amazing time that is remained with delight by graduates of those years. Of course, they were proud of being together with their director on one boat. And it was symbolic to go in full sail towards their future. In 2013, new school page of Marine Traditions was opened. We are sure that it will be with the same glory. The school education through dialogue has its own history, precepts, traditions and mission. The school has its own symbols, flag and emblem. They reflect the basic ideas and principles of the school. The flag consists of 3 colors. Green line symbolizes the knowledge. Blue color is the symbol of the sky and the sea. White collar is the peak of the school conception, moral and physical health. On the emblem there are green oak branches with acorns. The oak is a symbol of maturity, strength and the aspiration for development. Sic itur ad astra is the motto of the school, the motto of its teachers and students. All participants of this close-knit team are sure they go the right way and it leads them to success. Education through dialogue students become free people with a bright inner world. Our students and teachers are creative, not indifferent, harmoniously developed and erudite people.